live now. We should have the overlay in. Everything should be good. I think it's all set up now. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know the quality of the stream. I forgot to go back and check what the stream quality was. That's a bit hard to do while streaming, admittedly. But, you know, hopefully stream quality is fine. Hopefully it's not stuttering or anything. Looks like it's fine on the phone. So that's good. Got it set to chat only now on there so I can see that while I'm playing the game. Oh hey! Cool! Stream Elements Stream Elements just pops up with that. Nice. Thank you, Stream Elements bot. Let us continue. I know that I'll always have one person watching me, the Stream Elements bot now. All I need to do is collect all of the UI bots, and then I'll have an actual audience. Go me! Oh, gosh. I don't remember it being quite so zoomed in with this. Hang on. Did I seriously never touch this? The letter R is kind of light above descending. Okay. That's right, we were at noon. We hadn't really achieved all that much. After that, ask him after that. Okay. So after 22. Oh. Got it. Probably. Yep, got that. I like that these tasks are very useful for... Wait, Monday, is there like a time limit on this game? Oh god, I hope there isn't. Because I'm not doing very well at keeping up with that time limit if that's the case.
Hello,
I don't think I've talked to you, I have not.
Right in. The store is open.
Hello!
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Sure,
It's a
I
bookstore, sir.
guess.
We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
The board games or the...
Whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Oh no.
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards. That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
That's actually a pretty good way of...
unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
No.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved. My pleasure. Anything else?
I got experience from that. Woo!
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have.
What is this?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind
No,
of...
I don't want to say
You
that.
guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Or if I had this done, do you think maybe I would have known to, like, that was my name instead of having my voice in my head tell me? Well, I think it's good.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real. Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. You don't have to deal with real things. Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, my composure isn't great. Let's give it a shot. I failed so many better probability checks that surely I've got to succeed at one of these bad probability ones someday.
You failed
Not
to
today,
deduce
though.
anything,
Not
sister.
today, though.
She waits intently.
Come on, anyone would notice that. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
Oh.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
Why do you
Sudden
say it
decision
like that?
Turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
You fail to deduce
God
anything substantial.
damn
She
it.
waits intently.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. School? Well, mine is a bit...
I love that I asked her, shouldn't you be at school? And I was like, hang on a second. What school? Why did I say that thing?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character.
Oh yes, the classic internship builds character line. God.
Mum says it's peachy.
Capitalist
She's a little scared
lies.
that there's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second. Then some kind of doubt in it.
Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It doesn't exist. I liked it better when we were asking about...
Fine, I'll show you. No, like...
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
I'm getting better with this, come on!
The girl
Finally!
has her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking
She's
at
being
the two
abused,
with
isn't she?
little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Oh, okay, that's a lot less. I'm glad that's a lot less traumatizing than the thing I thought of.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit.
He is so...
Intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar.
Wait.
Somehow.
Wait a second. What have I got on that's making me... I've got... Oh, that's right. I have the friggin... Take my shirt off. That will... God.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
I have... Hi, mate. How are you doing? I had to take my shirt off in front of this girl to improve my powers of suggestion. Yeah, that's a sentence which is happening.
You have absolutely no idea.
And I still failed. Oh my god.
Forgotten something you heard.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh. We could put that on. That gives no minuses. I might keep that on, actually. Not a bad idea.
Hi, Ace Detective.
Okay.
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper
Yes!
It's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's...
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either. Because she doesn't
Yeah!
need it.
Yo! And then it's freaking based! I love this girl. Oh my gosh.
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Oh no, like,
Sometimes
let's...
they break up
no.
for a little while, but then...
Hey!
always get back
I've
together.
got my shit together.
Maybe some about other books?
Yeah, let's ask that
Kings
first.
and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
True, true.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
It does indeed. They do.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Nothing. It's just like... Oh? Oh yes, I got my fourth completed.
Compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
The way that it's read is so just... Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Wait. Skill points to forget? Oh, I see. Now that I've done it, I can unlearn it. Interesting. And now... Wait a second, mirror? What was the mirror thing? Oh, yeah, that was the one, Okay, now we've got our shit together. We might be able to have better handle investigating the body. Let's give it another shot. I messed up and did the ammonia. I really shouldn't have done that. That was a poor decision on my part. What's my odds?
Still is.
Oh my gosh, that's so much better.
With his white eyes.
Let's go for it.
Below
Come on.
is entirely
Come on. I've got to succeed a check at some point. Jesus Christ, I've got to succeed it.
As you breathe,
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to
Yeah,
the
those
decaying
are actually.
flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking
What
plates
what is
them.
up with his legs?
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots.
Yeah.
They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
So is this guy a
Ceramic
soldier
plate.
then?
Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They have removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red hat thing.
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face. You wanna fuck me? Huh? You wanna fuck me?
I just love that I can say fuck you, Kuno. Oh my god.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Oh.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
This boot shit is super boring, and the guy's a total victopaz.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security
Yeah,
guard
I
for a
figured.
local
They
company,
looked.
but that's just hearsay. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material.
I can't believe I didn't notice that before now. It just kind of blended with the snow to me.
Costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full
Jeez.
set, about 4 years of wages. By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without the dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
This is a terrible idea, but also think of the money we could get for that.
This feels dangerous. Are you? The sabatons dangle
Yeah, no
off
fair.
the man's
Let's
the
leave that for
cadaver
last.
Slowly twists on cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and
We should have a look at that belt before we even consider taking him down. It looks worrisome.
an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus.
This is
Each
really...
time they intersect, a small white star is formed.
I'm impressed at how,
Hundreds
like...
of fading asterisks riddle his skin. The concentration is highest
much
around
there
his
isn't this. Like, this is very small as
His
an area,
corpse
but
is
it's
marked
just...
by stars, alcohol, and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
Flying spaghetti monster. What? What was that?
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
A Truget Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Oh, okay. So... it looks like some kind of, like, wheel cog, like sort of a stew. Hello, my lovely princess! It's really interesting. It's like a sort of D&D kind of thing, but it's much more focused on the whole roleplay of talking and stuff. For instance, I have 2 health, which is terrifying to think about, really.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item
okay.
further by going to the Interact tab.
Probably gonna
of
hold off on the
inventory.
belt for last. I do want to definitely take a look at the boots at some point.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Oh, have you played the game, my love,
Dark
or...?
brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Or are you saying you're
Underneath the coat,
not going to be watching much because of that?
not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Well, fortunately, I am a... Oh, I see. Fortunately, I am a very empathetic, like, my sole skill in this is, like, empathy and, social stuff. So, let's see how this goes.
I'm gone.
Oh. Wait, Inland Empire lets me actually speak with him? Oh my god. So, Batty, here's the thing of it, is like, yeah, there's going to be spoilers, I guess, for when we're playing with it, but because of the way that, like, all of these different checks happen, it's quite possible, it's quite possible with this that, like, you know, it will result in very different things that end up happening. I don't know, though. It's just, sorry, I want to be able to play something that you can watch without being spoiled with it. Okay.
I'm a joke. Look at me. A
Like, I just have to use the Inland Empire there to talk to a
Go
dead
ahead,
man.
Copper. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
God's fucking damn it,
Loves
Nectar.
those into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west.
Why do I love
Because
Christmas?
you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Right. Getting upbeat now.
Oh my god, I love this. I ask for a comical amount of questions, it gives me a comical amount of questions. What more could I ask for? Oh my goodness.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You can be anything you want, brother Coppo. Because you have
Yeah?
loved it, me and brother Coppo. It was love all along. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? You're a lying sack of shit, Coppo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you, Captain Coppadromo? I fear we are drifting away, fixating on... Maybe I was getting my... It's a mishmash, Coppabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like. Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist. You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you, Captain Coppadromo? Do I remind you of someone? There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me.
God.
Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
That is not what is written here.
Of course. Come back later.
There it is.
Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my mem...
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears appears dark green in the cold spring air.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something.
God.
Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Oh God.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead. He's...
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Okay.
He slowly rotates before you.
I feel like if I undo the belt, I'm not going to be able to get the boots. Actually, no. I'll probably be able to get the boots, regardless.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Yes, it looks like they used whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
God.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver
We gotta do the
from
boots.
the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos.
I've gotta do the boots. That's clearly telling me that if I do this, I can't get the
material
boots.
appears delicate and fragile. These are clearly not boots. They're
Indeed, ceramic
Yep.
plate under the
Yep.
heel. Fair.
This feels dangerous. Are you
Let's
sure?
go.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be
Okay.
found. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of that. With the situation in the morgue, it
Ow.
will yield nothing. We must be
Like knee, funny burn. Ow. Okay. Well, I
The
guess
cadaver slowly twists on the cup.
this one now.
so am I.
Oh wow, that's a lot of experience. That is huge.
Cadaver is a good 1.2 meters high. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. Someone else? You mean like the police? Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same
That
thing.
level up is super useful
Are
though.
we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go.
Okay.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a
Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The
Probably.
lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea. Silence. With his elbow sharp,
Yeah.
the lieutenant
Listen.
unzips his
Oh my god, Kim, please be a badass. Oh my god.
drops a paper cartridge in the barrel
Badass Kim, let's go.
and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
Let's not say
His
anything.
finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his...
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains unconscious.
God damn it.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of
Oh my
dicks
god.
Kuno's ever seen.
I'm not gonna shoot Kuno, but I want to.
Fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Oh
At
my
least you won't
god.
miss.
Kuno S,
This
piss
isn't
off.
mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Oh my god.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me?
I feel tempted to point it out now.
Is that what this is about?
But
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today. We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the
Yeah.
Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men. I did not want us to be indebted to Everard Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves. That is clearly not the case. We need help.
You need to suck my dick. Why the fuck am I still alive?
oh my god.
The leader of the Union.
She actually wanted death.
One you
Oh,
don't
God.
have to be indebted to.
That's it's a little fucked up. Anyway, we're gonna get ourselves some more empathy. We just got a bunch of things. Still don't have a map. Could do with a map. For now though, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Let's try.
What's going on?
God damn it!
An ungovernable youth on your crime scene. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Oh.
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking...
He's actually kind of helping here.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Kuno being surprisingly helpful at the
Yeah,
moment.
Cock in boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you wanna talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Surprisingly helpful, Kuno.
What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum. He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this.
Me and my partner are wondering, do you guys puff Peter?
Kuno erupts into laughter, pointing his finger at you, then Kim, then back at you. An Unfortunate choice of words, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks. He looks at the harbor walls looming overhead. He could use a cigarette right about now.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
So that line of question was a little less helpful. Kuno S, please stop.
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little
I-
choo-choo.
I'm beginning to think Kuno is actually fairly fine, and it's Kuno S here that's the real, like, bad part of this group.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Keep that gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno
I felt it
said.
enough, but it
She
didn't
couldn't
do
handle
that.
the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't.
Okay. Can I talk to her and get her to just stop?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, Pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
I just want to see what I could do to get her to
I'll
live.
die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
I would like to. She's just getting in the way of it.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal, pig. You don't want to fuck with me.
Did I actually? Is this something?
I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Okay, I thought for a second that might have exhausted away. Like, it might have been a situation of if I talk to her about everything, she will actually stop, like, being a factor with it. But no, she's still gonna make things difficult for that whole situation there.
You see a set of tire tracks in the...
Alright, let's go. There was someone else who had an empathy check, which should be unlocked now. I wish I had a map. We'll use a map. Wait, no, it was over this way. I do have at least a lead with the gardener now. And hey!
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Come on, come on! I've got to succeed at one of these.
In his eyes,
Finally! Yes!
half a million longing,
God!
flecks of brown and gold.
Oh.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. and bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail.
It's weird how much I'd like so many of these
Comforts
characters already.
What about you, Copman? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
Hunted? By what? An ex-wife? Still, a shadowy figure.
I don't like that my health just dropped there.
I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
For some reason, sire, he pays no heed to your objection.
I would expect morale drop. I don't like that my health is so low from that.
Strange.
Sure, man, if you say so. Thanks for this. It's good to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
I lost a life for 5 experience. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can follow up the lead on the gardener here. Oh wait. I feel like surely it's gonna be less hazardous to my health than have I been able to go here the whole time?
Can I help you? What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
We should find out who this Lord
Yeah.
is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window.
Well, that's basically my quest, is like to get that money to pay him back. Hey.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. Occasionally,
That's kind of dangerous. I guess
this
smoke
must
isn't
be the whirling
flammable itself.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garanzi and Quebec.
Which I don't even know
must
what they
be his name. Garanzi. Garanzi Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Where's this door here?
You see a heavy steel
Why can I
door
talk
with
to
a
it?
prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
This door individual to a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay.
The
Lot
man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an
Okay.
international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
So whenever it has that continue thing, that's where it's gonna have one of my mental
You see
things.
a heavy steel door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The
I
stainless
love how
steel is
much
with its frame
there's
of
so much
old
build up
oak,
with this door.
rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge. The man ponders his cooking.
I can't. Okay, I can't open it. Can I get you to open it?
Can I help you?
No. Okay. It's a secret passage. It's just a cook dog. Alright. So I guess we're going down to the harbour now. That seems like the logical place for us to go next. Oh god. I still need to think about a place to sleep. In which... Okay. That's at least going fine so far. I didn't get down for that there. What are you guys doing here?
Doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hog René first.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy
Oh!
the game, right?
They're playing that marbles game.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Sure. What? Did I die from failure here?
This felt wrong.
Wow.
Like touching your sister's breast.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing. Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
The man in the uniform says nothing. His gaze is fixed on the horizon. His merry partner is staring at the ground like he's trying to see right through to the other side. The lieutenant is looking at you. His face is expressionless.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed...
I don't like how low my health and morale are.
The union is the law. So can you really blame them?
I don't have a place to sleep.
I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you.
I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the Infernos never understood. A nation is only as strong as its leader.
I'm agreeing with the other old man here.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
You'd be surprised how little it is, actually.
For clarity of vision, aid in their wealth.
Oh my god.
Revachol's finest years.
You were telling him to stop kissing my ass, but here you are licking his boots.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philippe III was even brought into this world. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest.
Oh my fucking god!
Higher realms.
Hello, Alex Jones.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM, but I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies. Right. Ah, yes.
Oh, didn't mean to touch that.
Right.
Meant to do this.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. They fought valiantly.
I have a feeling this guy, oh gosh, pal, there.
With this suicide sex cult propaganda. Mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him. But the
Yep, no, my Alex Jones description was pretty spot on, actually, I feel.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition first made landfall.
Did me shaking my head communicate to you that I was interested in hearing more of your garbage?
You got old René going there, like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. Yes, damn it, I know. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it, and it worked too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players of the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think? I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
Yeah, we could have done that. We could have changed it to a place that would have functioned before this. That's not what I meant.
Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead,
So-
all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world.
So, this is a conservative that's fallen so far down the conservative side that they're advocating for feudalism. Yeah, that's surprisingly a thing. Yeah.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain.
No.
Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we...
Oh, I mean, I don't really care about you at all, but why not? Let's take a shot at it.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old...
I like that I want to point out, I've gone a crit failure, I've yet to get a crit success, and I've failed almost all of the 50% chances that I've gotten. Like, most of my rolls have ended up in failure. It's been sad.
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too? So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up
what the heck is this?
Promising to erect a version of communism many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the
I mean, rhetoric isn't wrong.
all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of...
Okay, not so much the last bit.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the apple, the charm and the spin.
Yeah, this is what's beginning to feel like being someone who is against capitalism.
Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last.
I'm the last communist.
Let's get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking it.
I don't do fire squads, that's too much. Oh my god. Oh. Let us internalize communism! Woo! Oh, I can't fucking believe that. Oh, and I've still got other thoughts.
You've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coke Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition. Even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups. It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete. When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that. Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands joined in the air, kept back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus.
Okay. How do I unlock thought slots? I see, yes, I can use a skill point to unlock a thought slot instead. Okay.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still
that's not what
has
I've seen
an
there.
ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Gone.
Fair. Okay.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes. Guess what's yours? Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go. What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything. Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1,000,000. That won't happen.
Okay. Alright, it's fair, alright. God damn it.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and the box seems happy.
I really wish I had more I could provide. God. Oh, I'm so low on everything. I need a place to rest. I don't have anything.
you see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable
Found sneakers on a pedestal of speakers.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaritan cars. Even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, if you want them. But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers.
I love.
Where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers.
I love that I've just figured out a way to get speakers. I love that. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Can I just talk to you directly here? Yeah, that's so great.
A Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool.
I was waiting for him to say you are cool.
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
Can I succeed on this miserably low chance? I mean, I failed better odds than this. So realistically, that means I should succeed these odds.
No need to dress
You know.
this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution. Very cool. I like your style, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off. Good joke, officer. There we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings. The misery.
I love that me constantly being anti-capitalist got me to start communism line of thought.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
However, I am.
And officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state. Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here. Anything for
God.
you.
I could live in a tree. I mean, I might have to with how this money situation's going.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium
These
clothes.
honestly might not be a bad idea because I know clothes
Find your
give
hands
stats.
deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends.
Like,
that
these
make
might be
your
my
body
best
itch and sweat
routes.
in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good.
Oh my
All you can come
God.
up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist. They itch like hell.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 reals.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments.
Economical, but also trendy.
Okay.
The speakers below are banged up and a pair of
Let's look at the
foul
actual
arches.
sneakers now.
The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with
They're
a
probably gonna be
sleek
too
monochrome
expensive,
colorway,
aren't they?
a jet black upper and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest foul
50
sneakers.
real?
Super rare,
Oh
super
no!
super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness.
Those stats are not great. I want the speakers though. I guess someday I'll be able to achieve that. Someday I'll be able to get those speakers. Hello. Oh, fingerless gloves. Electrochemistry, eh? Yeah, let's get that on. Only stat bonus, so why not? What's this?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
May as well try.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way.
While I'm on...
Isn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Well, it's Monday, so...
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the water lock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the water lock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
Jesus.
Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous.
Yeah, wasn't there something
Too
about
bad
that
it
initially
also
too?
takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. It's supposed to operate the water lock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the water lock with debris still in the channel. It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning.
You want to do the honors when the time comes? Great. Just drop in on
Oh,
Wednesday if you
cool.
want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the 3rd day.
Fair.
Well, there's
Time is moving forward
an abandoned
constantly.
fish
I don't
market,
like that.
a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
Oh,
Want
thanks,
some too,
man.
officer?
Why not?
Hell yeah. Oh, I can't actually eat the salami. Sad. Okay, I need to make it a point to tab more, to look around for things I can loot, because I'm gonna need everything I can get. Oh, like that, yes. Oh my goodness. Right.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
I doubt he'll know much about that, but
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be
Oh.
high. If he is, on what?
I mean, yeah, I got a boost to this, so let's go for it. Why not?
Okay.
Of course.
He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other things. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the
Of
gun
course!
you sold a
Of
couple
course I pawned the gun! What else would have been the case? Oh my god. Cool! Great! Excellent!
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it.
Well,
and of her.
we know our
Truth
gun's
be
gone
told,
at least.
She was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Definitely seems like it.
His face does not reveal what's happening inside.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from. Or
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to
And hope that I am not looking down the barrel when it happens.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were
Yeah.
undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol citizens.
That sounds like me.
militia.
Sounds like me a
And
lot.
I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Okay.
Of course. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No, I don't want to do that.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
Another time, perhaps. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour.
Yep.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the...
I think we're going to be heading off to the harbour now. I feel like I've got to do that. Maybe... I just don't know how I'm going to get out of this whole poverty situation. I don't think we're going to ever get out of it. But, like... It's not so much wanting to get out of the whole poverty situation, because I've kind of resigned myself to that. It's more, I want to try and find a place where I can sleep, because I don't like the current situation of things.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 Rial and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eye.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Shades of self-destruction. Oh my god. This game. Alright. Let's go down to the dock, see what we can find. Oh god. Should I top myself up? I feel like it's getting late in the day. But I don't have any knowledge of me getting... Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually end up with a health situation. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to actually restore my health back. Bag.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side. With under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, weather-worn wooden planks. An X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Okay, now I've got this. I can bag. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. The world is now my oyster. And I'm going to oyster the heck out of it. I have found the money! And I keep opening Steam. Oh, heck yeah. Money time, baby. Money time. Okay, right. Hello, what the heck? Oh, money. Okay. We're gonna do community service to get ourselves back on our feet. It isn't exactly a splendid task, but it's what we gotta do. We found a kind of solution. We're gonna take it. If I just... Okay, I can't mess up the ball game. Okay, cool. Oh, I keep accidentally doing that. Hello. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that there's all these buildings which I can go into.
Buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay. Gonna keep looking for... Oh, I see bottles here. Okay. Just look out for anything I see on the ground which I could possibly sell. Oh, there's a... Huh, exit up there. Interesting. Hello, I see you on the ground here. Also, I see some real up there. Anyone left any cases on any bottles on the ground here? Oh, there's some here. Okay. Don't see anything really more than that. It's very important that I go about doing this good though, because this is where I'm gonna get my money from. I don't like the music that just happened there. That is disconcerting. Why can I go up there? Feels weird that I can. Whatever. Can't do anything there. I feel like there's more bin and litter. Oh, I see that there. Okay. Oh, and I see little thing there. Haha. Oh, this is so much. I'm enjoying my life of poverty too much. I see a way to make a tiny bit of a living for myself picking up junk, and I go, yep, I'll do it. Okay, alright. It's got to be at least a decent amount of real. It's got to get, or real, or whatever. Hey!
Is this about the questions again? Because...
No, where's the thing? This one?
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clung into the...
Oh my god!
With a satisfying
Holy shit!
a richer man now.
We made bank! Oh my god! Like, that's not enough. We need like 100 more. But that's money. We've got an actual... That's like... I didn't think we had a shot at repaying that, ever. I thought that those amounts of money were just going to be perpetually out of reach, but we actually kind of getting there. That doesn't seem like an impossible figure. It seems like an impossible figure for today, but not in general.
An old call box with a matrix, an off-key melody starts playing after you.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Please don't do that. Doorbell.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay. I don't know if I feel like I should probably go down to the docks first before I get sidetracked with this. But at the same time, like... I should probably focus on that. Okay. And so, what does... Okay, those on white are available to try now. I can try empathy with Kuno again? Huh. What did I do to help with Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh. Sure. Oh. Okay.
It's not.
Yes!
It's Kuno S.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Fuck knows. She says it's the Song of Air people, or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days.
I'm actually really loving this, like, because that's something which I realized too. That was like, it's not Kuno that's the bad. Like, Kuno isn't too bad with it. She's just a terrible like influence of it, and
Someone
yeah.
left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit.
Kuno's trying to act tough so that.
Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S. Two of a kind.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. Kuno faces this shit every day. Makes Kuno's skin crawl. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. Because she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was psycho killer.
Oh my
How's
god.
Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take...
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. That fucking pile of eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it up and you can fuck into Kuno's shack. Kuno gets it from his dad.
Oh my god, we just... I did not realize I would bust open something so much with this. Holy shit.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Oh, sounds like me.
The most violent man in Revachol. In your...
Like half. A baggie, but like in this vial. Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key. So you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side. Bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad.
Okay then.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, we've got...
Lonesome, long way home.
Yeah. So what's our,
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then, past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people.
Oh no.
Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Doesn't need speed gives one sigh. What does that mean? Wait, what damage? Oh, the damage I've taken to my volition skill, I see. That's my health. And that's... well, that's my psyche stat, my morale, and that's my health, rather. Okay. Still have no idea what that means by speed giving me psi, though. Or speed, the drug. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Fair. Let's go for it. Like, may as well, because if we pry it open, then it's probably going to be a bit harder to... yeah, I don't want to cause problems for people. I've already done enough of that.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is
Jesus
not special in that
Christ.
regard.
That doesn't make it better, man.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I will. I was very tempted though for a moment to just go and be like, nah, we're keeping them. Oh my god, are you still out?
The word perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. into the primordial darkness.
Right. What's my map saying? So, broken window. Trash container. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Bird's Nest Roy. What's back on broken window? We can do broken window now at least. Which was up here. Oh! Oh, we can probably put our bottles in this. There was bottles up here. That seems like a plan. Because this whole trash collecting business.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Nah. Really? Okay, I can pick up the others, just not that one.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Oh my god, visual calculus of 0. Let me just fix my inventory a little here. Why is my visual calculus 0? Oh. Oh yeah. Oops. Let's not do that right now. What is my...
The bed is cold and not particularly
Oh.
inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night.
Okay, cool. So I actually do have a bed. I mean, kind of. I don't... God. I found the bag too late. I found the bag too late. I've got like 4 hours in the game to do this. Fortunately, it does seem like time actually passes pretty slowly in this, because I've been streaming for how long? 2 hours, and about 6 hours, I want to say, have passed in game. Maybe less than that. So, actually, that's like, I've got a decent amount of time then to still try and find my way through this, to try and get my way out of this whole situation. It's not great in terms of a time frame, but it's not too bad, honestly. What is this? Oh, hello.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Do I have anything for conceptualization? Yes, I do. Let me conceptualize this wall a bit better.
Just an ordinary wall.
Okay, that didn't change anything. Let's go for it. See if I can get that crit success.
You have no clue.
It's just the wall.
So many walls all over Montanese, weather-worn.
Curses. Oh, whatever. Let's go back to wearing the white tank top. Oh. Hey, girl.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Oh. Why am I... There you go. some reason I just had the hand icon just stuck on my screen there. Okay. Oh. Hello there. Orange bum hat. Increase reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Sure. Oh, I see. That's on the top of that roof. Ah. There's so much stuff in this game. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's right. White stuff is locked. I need to remember that. That's what it means when it's white. It means that no one wants to touch it. Oh, it's, yeah, locked. Or I can't access it or whatever, which is weird that's still interactable. Okay. Hello, yes?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yeah, when you realize.
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a Manowar.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these.
Hey, I was just wondering.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the
that's
two
not what
is more
that was.
girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Ah,
She's
I
a
see.
professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing.
Ah, throwing her off I can do.
Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to her on. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
I know, it scares me. Alright. And while we're at it, we should also make sure we just pick up anything we see, because we desperately need money, oh my god. We're going to turn down all this magnesium. But I would like something a bit more steadily turnable into cash. True, true.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. Beaton, my maiden name. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
So can I. Do so first. Get first strike.
Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But
hell yes.
How interesting.
Oh, I love this. I'm being encouraged to be irresponsible. Let's go.
And the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
I think I'm gonna call it after this whole thing here for the night with the stream, but let's have fun.
On her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long. Why Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though my sloop, I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. Now look at you, you misery-clad simp.
Yes.
Barely able to tie your own laces.
But it will throw her off. The point of this isn't to get money, it's to throw her for a loop.
You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may...
Yes! I love that! My communism shall prevail.
Of course, detective.
Let me just see if there's anything else I can do to... Yeah, no, okay. Conceptualization is the thing there for it.
Good.
Go for it!
What can I help you with?
Communism!
Why, yes, I am rich. How much money do you need? Hopefully not too much. I couldn't bring all of it with me.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament?
That's a good sum. Not too small. Not fantastically large.
Oh, the solution to our problems! Oh my god!
The paper is cold.
Yes! Communism has solved our problems! The plots too! Woo!
There must be about 200 real bag, maybe a little less, plus some change. Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot toot. Train to Moneytown.
This may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, man.
It's throwing her off too, which I love.
Unusual medical episode.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention. So here you are. The last bit of filthy lucre I can share. So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Let's throw her off harder.
You're right. The donations are per
I just got the achievement biggest communism builder.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
Oh, gosh.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But
Oh my
I am
gosh.
derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations.
Ah, so it's in your best interest to help us with the lynching.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
She is resolute in this, yet you sense that she wants to tell you. You'll have to earn her trust first.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no.
Of course not.
There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. The scabs. You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these workers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least. Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Of
The
course.
Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best.
People
as
in
they
power
say.
always
Then something
fucking
happened in the local
offering
chapter
shit
elections.
like
The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a, how do you say?
that's the stuff like communism, socialism, like is when it's offered by people in power, it's always just a lie to get themselves into power because you know it's the thing that needs to be done. Capitalism is killing us all. We need something like welfare or shit like that. But when it's offered by a person in power, it's never done with the actual intent of doing it. It's done with the intent of getting them into a position of power so that they can then typically go directly against the things that they offered. For instance, Hitler had the whole socialist party and then burned all books on socialism that they had after getting there, you know, clearly showing that was not ever an intent of theirs. But it's just a method with which they get into power to control people.
The débardeurs are a crime
And
syndicate. Sad as it may
yeah,
be, I suspect you'll be forced to cooperate with them.
it's happening as well.
Professionally honest, officer.
It's how it always
Campbell
goes,
has tried
annoyingly.
past, but I'm afraid
We
our
can't
concessions have only
accept
emboldened Everard and his brother.
the offer of it. We have to actually take it because people in power don't want to give up their power.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
See, the thing I want to have isn't here, which is a good cause turned sour for the benefit of rich men.
Of course, officer. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board. Then you might also like their other slogan, demand democracy. Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just
Sounds good to me.
This is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery.
It's not nonsensical. It's needing everyone to have. It's needing for everyone to approve of this stuff.
People are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in
Like,
a disastrous situation if there ever was.
like you can't be going and putting forward this stuff without. Okay, so requiring everyone's agreement, that is a bit too hard-nosed with it. That's not going to work as much with it. However, it does need to have majority. If every time you do one of those decisions, it should have majority approval. If the majority do not approve of it, you don't get to do it.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Okay.
Mr. Clare told him
I
to...
probably went about this in the wrong order for getting information.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Sounds
Doubt
like
it.
usual aggressive posturing.
I'm glad you asked.
No, now I get 5
The
experience.
previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Oh.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, Her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore.
Now that's
or coming to work.
suspicions.
Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the union's files. Indeed, the company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the fairs. Watch out when you're dealing with
It was a good thing that's gone.
Thank you for your concern.
Subsumed into
We'll
that.
be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? This reality. What? Such an acute encephalopathy just doesn't seem possible. Surely you're joking.
Don't be fake, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a low down on all of
Maybe here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
What is reaching for something fundamental? Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. Come on.
6
Yes!
southwest in the Valley of Dogs. Junior officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog, licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
You? You're an officer of the RCM. It stands for Revachol Citizens Militia. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia. We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, three pieces
I
of legislation
hope
in the city in
I somehow roll a crit
Honest,
success on that conceptualization thing, because it's never getting done properly.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily.
Of course.
Let me
They're
tell
not.
you here, they are not fans of you.
Rich men aren't fans of the poor.
The decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear
You
power
could have just said a
meltdown,
privatization scheme. All of them are botched inherently.
international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here
Come
to
on.
help.
Come on. Show me crit success. Give me that 1 in 144, or however low chance it is.
A strange coldness
Yeah,
comes over
I figured.
as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
A bird? Svenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called
This is getting me
tenancy,
experience.
and
It's
new
good.
buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers.
I'm so
across the
glad
bay
though
and
that we've
delta.
solved our money
That was
problems.
before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo.
We
real
were
estate,
operating in
before the
poverty for
cannons
so
blocked 4 or
long
5
and I was so
stories off.
scared.
Splat, splat. Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There isn't. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right.
So it's like it's a
What
thing
next?
devouring all that cannot be stopped and is going to kill all of us.
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very
I
small
love how
district
I'm avoiding asking her anything about this case. It's just like getting, it's like, what is reality really? And now I'm just going to be like, so what about this murdered body?
About it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city. The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism.
No, that's just nationalism, patriotism, whatever you want to call it.
They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile-Marat, depending on your creed. In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Ooh, pretty old place. That's older than where I live.
Terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions
Like,
are highest.
you know, I'm in Australia, like,
fault lines
that's...
deepest.
Like, so I need to just Google, when was Australia colonized? 1788. Yeah, this is, this place has been around longer than where I'm living. It's just an interesting thing to know.
Conflicts. Ideological conflicts. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island, able to sustain up to 200 million people, in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is. I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom.
This is giving me a lot of
Coalition
experience.
government, Insulindian mission.
So I'm perfectly content to continue going with this.
She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first.
This is all just going over my head, by the way.
Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it. She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence. Slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, man. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
Kim just egging me on with this.
Asking them all right now. Monsieur will be
Okay.
here too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Indeed. I'm always at your service. Glad to have been of assistance.
Fair enough.
The little that I know. Anything? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the force stake to that. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics.
I may as well ask her about everything else regarding this first before I go in.
See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of
I'm
things.
so glad I decided to do this instead of keep putting it off.
Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
8 billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one. It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands. Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real.
I don't think they are, actually. Because those employees aren't the ones getting those millions and millions.
A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000
It doesn't need to keep growing.
It is a tremendous responsibility.
Doesn't need to keep moving. It could stay in place. It's already making those profits. Those profits aren't going to the employees. They're going to the people at the top.
Trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted
If the shark died
on behalf of the
and gave the
suzerain.
money to all those employees, then I don't think any of those employees would mind. How much was it? How much money? 20 billion real in just a year. So let's just bring out a calculator here. So 20 billion. Let's divide that by 72,000. Oh, look! That's $277,000 for each person. Yeah, I don't, yeah. No, that sounds pretty good. If that was given to all of the employees, that would be good. Shame it wasn't. Shame it's probably more like a fifth of that. So they were paid a fifth of what they earned.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest.
Which is actually basically standard. Like that's just business. That's how things work typically is people get paid about a fifth of what they make for the business. Tends to just be the case.
You mean aside from being the
Though, honestly, they were probably paid a lot less. I'm assuming that they're paid a decent wage like in Australia. But this is probably being based off of America, so it probably is a lot worse than that. Yeah.
We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas, Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
Which what would did the workers, the people who got you that money, have any say in it? Did they get to sign off on that? I don't think they did.
As a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
So about that lynching.
Things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes
Nice,
sensitive
but the level
trade
up, that's
secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
How can I forget? I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, Detective. A questioning technique. I have sympathy for your highly unusual condition, sir, and I believe you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges.
I understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am, but is there no way around it?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. These are my employer's orders.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile.
I'm just gonna check to make sure that I don't have... Okay, I didn't have the -1 suggestion on.
You're back. Good. What can I help? I'm afraid I can't say any more
Come on.
until we've taken
83% is a great chance. Like, come on, give me this. Fuck off! That's bullshit!
It's no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse.
That's so... Oh my Jesus Christ!
Officer.
Give me back that.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Oh god. I can't believe I failed at 83% skill check. What the fuck? Oh my god. What is my luck? Why is it so bad? Oh god damn. Well, I said I was going to finish up after I finished the conversation. I didn't expect it to take that long. And it's still not really finished. But we are going to call it there. I am feeling my eyes being tired. And yeah. It's getting late here. I need to sleep. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Hope that you all had a good time watching this. I am really loving this game, even if it is consistently fucking me over at every single opportunity with this. I'm glad, at least, that I have fixed the money issue that I was having. That's good. Unfortunately, the money issues I'm having in real life are a lot less fixed. But, yeah, it's you know... We'll do what we can in this game, because that's at least something where we can actually fix it. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day, and or night. And yeah, ciao for now. Bye! Oh yeah, I need to figure out how to do reading stuff or whatever, but do that at a later time. But bye.